And welcome back to another episode of Inboxing. I'm your host, Hillel Berg. And today, thanks to our amazing partners at Kombai, I'm sitting with Emily Ryan from Westfield Creative, checking out some of the contestants or candidates to become the Emoti or Email of the Year. This episode is brought to you by Kombai. As an agency owner, I'm always looking for tools that can help me scale revenue without adding to my costs. Some of the most effective tools for me, personally, have allowed me to build new service lines. With Kombai for email, we can convert email designs to code that works even on Outlook, all in a single click. I tested it on some of the designs we covered on this podcast, and the results are truly amazing. Code generations happens in one click, download in another. Preview these emails across different screens and send yourself a test email directly using the tool. Oh, and you'll also get notified about code compatibility issues right inside Figma. Brilliant, isn't it? The tool also lets you customize responsive behavior for mobile screens with fluid and stacking settings to ensure a viewing experience just as you intended. So if you want to create a new service line as an agency owner or save time as an email developer, try Kombai for email today. 2023. I'd like to thank, I believe it's Andrew King who submitted these entries. I think he's going to be getting some swag, and so will Emily. So without any further ado, if you didn't know, Emily is the MailChimp queen. That's what I like to call her. But she's a big MailChimp partner and a designer and a drama queen, I understand. Something like that. Anyway, without further ado, here's Emily Ryan.
Yay!
Yay. Yeah, Wall Street Journal quoted Emily Ryan.
Thank you. And oh my gosh, Kombai, I'm so excited about this, by the way. So I'm really
because you're a designer, you could tap your design into code and just pop it into the MailChimp. Old builder. Classic builder.
It's an amazing tool. I'm so stoked, and I'm happy to be chatting with you today. And wow, I can't wait for the swag, most importantly.
Yeah, everyone loves swag. All right, so we both haven't seen, I'm gonna share my screen, and
all right. I'm nervous. Yeah. I literally have no idea what you're showing me. It's all like, this is where.
I know what we're gonna be looking at, but I don't know. All right, I can actually choose which tab, so I'm going to do that. All right, so we'll do that one first. Okay, we'll do that one first. All right, on your mark, get set. Here we go.
Okay, what have we got? Ooh!
Whoa!
Okay. It's moving.
Oh my goodness!
It's beautiful. I love any sort of movement, any animation, any kind of GIF, whatever you call it. I love this already.
Yeah, well, it's fast. I mean, I'm just wondering, how long do you have to wait for this to load? That's my big question.
Well, it loaded fast. It loaded fast for you.
It was loaded already. Let me open these links before, and but I didn't expect it's the sharpest video. It looks like.
I mean, it looks like a short GIF. So most of y'all know you have to keep if you're going to use a GIF or animation, it has to be sized correctly. We actually use a tool called easygif.com, and it's so great because it has an optimize button, and you can really compress it way down. We do a lot of
right. Yeah, I love that they give you all that control. Also, all the different ways you can compress, but their just general, compression tool is fabulous.
Yeah, but this is beautiful, and I'm thinking it's not a super crisp GIF here, so I'm thinking it is probably a good size. And interesting, they do keep that view in browser in white above.
Right, that's a good point.
Above the top. What are your thoughts?
This is actually the view in browser link. That's actually what we're looking at.
Yeah. Okay. What are your thoughts on view in browser being at the very top?
Well, I think certainly with an email like this, where there's at least a chance that you're going to see nothing when you open the email. I mean, I don't know we haven't gone below it, but they really want you to see this because that is the email. So certainly in this situation, I'm into it. But like if you have like text or just static images that it's not, like it should just load. You don't necessarily need view in browser at the top. It's still very popular. With my own clients, it really depends, but generally it is on top.
Do you yourself click on view in browser links ever when you're looking at emails? Because I don't really click on them.
I do. I definitely do.
Okay.
I mean, it depends what. If I think like maybe there's like more to it that I'm seeing, like, that there's a better experience possibly, then I'm more likely to. But in general, like most emails you look at in your inbox, you're not looking in browsers unless there's a reason to.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm always, I'm a fan of putting view in browser in the footer sometimes. Like you should have it in your email, but I mean, when you're on mobile, that's the first thing you see, view in browser. So it's, it kind of takes away from the experience.
Right. You have to use that, pre-header trick, so that it doesn't, your pre-header and your view in browser don't mix.
Yes.
Because it never makes sense. But I just noticed that it's a super short clip, really. It's less than probably, it's maximum 2 seconds probably.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's optimized.
I could download it, we could try to see like, here, let's see.
I think I think it looks really sleek though. And what's interesting is like this is
here. We'll find out in a second. It's 4 megabytes.
Oh, that's pretty big. So you want to stay you want to stay under 1. You want to try to stay under 1 megabyte. Sometimes I'll go a little over that, but like 4 is.
Well, they're Acura, I mean, like.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a different like level,
Yeah, and interesting that they have the text on top of the image, which it looks nice. Like the pre-production model shown, that's on top of.
It is. Well, it's just statically there. Yeah, I mean that's compliance, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
If you've ever had to deal with compliance.
Exactly. But no, I like this. I think it looks sleek. That's what they're going for here. Sleek, modern, quick. I like the black behind the white logo too.
Definitely that zoom, that last thing where it's like zooming out, like that is like powerful.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like we've already watched this so many times because it works.
Yeah, we've been talking about it now for like 5 minutes and it's a 2-second clip. So we've seen it, I guess, maybe over 100 times.
But what's cool?
All right.
What's cool is that like this is a brand that everyone knows, and this email would be so easy to create. I could replicate that, like it's literally a GIF and a little text. I mean, it's so simple when it comes down to it. And that's what I love.
I'm wondering if when it's like this is not like white.
Yeah.
They're doing something cool with the text. Like I can't.
Oh, the hover? Are you able to, when you hover over it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's my screen.
They have a hover.
When you hover over it, you're right. That's what's going on. When you're hovering over the image.
Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's what's going on here.
So they added a little hover effect, which is a nice touch.
I think it's a nice touch, especially when you're watching the video. That the text kind of is like a little muted.
Mm-hmm.
And then like when you like come down, it's like it like pops at you. I wonder if that was the thinking, because if it was, like that's good job. Like like it's not just for its sake. You know what I mean? Like we could do hover transitions and stuff. Like there was a logic behind it. And definitely like this bright white text pops in your face.
I like that. And I wonder, if this is optimized for dark mode. I'd be curious to see it in dark mode.
Let's see how it does.
Yeah.
I don't have like a Chrome extension to like try that.
And interesting that their CTA for this gorgeous email is just learn more. Like that to
Right,
me is
right.
not a strong, like I'm not a fan of learn more because that's not a strong action, you know? You want
Right.
it to
Like you
be,
want to be like feel the roar, something like that.
yes,
Like you
take me for a test drive. Like I want this car, like just something stronger than, hey, come learn more. Like, I don't know.
right. Learn that. Well, I
Um,
think it's a you know what I mean? Like I don't think you can buy it yet. Like until you
okay.
take the wheel of the ZDX Type S, you won't know just how thrilling driving electric can be. Expect quick acceleration, seamless delivery, da da da, with heart pounding estimated 500 horsepower. With
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what any of that means. Oh, and
right,
a hover effect on the button
they
too.
do our yeah, they're doing a hover thing with the button too, which I don't love because it's sort of like disabling the button when you hover
Yeah.
over it. Yeah, also
Why?
just
Yeah, no
broke.
need for
Oh, that
that.
whole thing is linking. That's interesting. Oh, this whole
Oh,
thing. I wonder what this looks like on mobile. We might have
is
just
it a,
discovered something
is
not
it
good.
one? Yeah, that's interesting. Is it one?
I'm gonna
It
try
doesn't seem like
something.
it's an image.
Hold
Try
on,
it.
I'm gonna do that mobile thing.
And
Let's
I
see
kind of
what
just
we can
want
do.
the button to be a little bit bigger. It seems a little, oh, looks nice on
Okay,
mobile.
so yeah, it doesn't look bad on mobile. Oh, but guess what? All this is not text.
Not
I'm pretty
right,
sure.
not live
Yeah,
text.
yeah, and that's why like this is all one image. That's what I was checking. Like that entire. I mean, I can't stand that. When it's
That's yeah,
them like
that's not best practice. You
certainly
know,
not. Yeah, but yeah, they love these mouse over effects. Like
yeah, I'd be curious if you turned your images off, what happens to this email. Um,
oh yeah, no,
yeah, I don't,
you lose a
you
lot.
wouldn't see much.
And this is real text. Okay,
Yeah,
so was this real text? Yeah, this is real
yeah,
text. But
real
that is
text.
not. That
Okay,
is part of that image.
okay. I'm
That's
okay with
interesting.
that as long as there is live text built in, then you're good. I feel like
Yeah,
I've
you
been
know what? I
talking.
think yeah. I mean, I think it might be part of the whole video. I'm trying to understand how this is built. Yeah, because that's one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna like rip it
that's
apart with the code yet, but all
so
right.
interesting.
And this
I
is
mean,
like a part two.
I mean, I love the design of it. I mean, that little subheading, EV charging, is really nice with the line under. Um,
Right. Well, this like I hate that it does that. This turn
yeah,
the lights on. But yeah, I was saying this text, like this is a weird kind of futuristic looking
yeah,
like font. Like with the
that
A
is a
that doesn't
that is a
beep
weird font.
and
They have quite a few fonts in this email.
right.
Uh,
Yeah, but this blue, I think that's like a big, like also in the video it catch like that blue is like
oh, the
yeah.
blue model. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, like yeah, I
It's
love it
sleek.
as it's my branding. it's
You
it's not
need this
exactly my
car.
blue.
You need to learn
Yes,
more.
I need this car. I need to get, I'll speak to Acura, I'm telling them inboxing, oh yeah, take our car, just we'll throw your logo on
Yeah.
it.
But then it's so interesting with, that it looks very sleek up top, but then you get to this section and the text is like, I mean, so small right here with with around 80% of EV, and it's like Arial font or something. Like it's so
Uh-huh, it's
basic right there. And it's a lot of
right.
text. That's a lot of
Yeah,
text.
there's
I
also
would
a
not
ton
read
of
that.
disclaimers. It's like everything, this went through a lot of revisions on compliance, I imagine.
Yeah. And I just feel like it's too much text. Like, are you going to read all of that? I'm not going to read all that. I would never read that entire paragraph.
Uh-huh. Well, I think this is like a big pain point. I mean, you probably understand this more than I do, but like it's all about charging like
Mm,
on the go. So
yeah,
that this is like the whole point of this paragraph, I think, is that you could charge this thing like anywhere or something like that. Like
right.
with a huge network of convenient charging stations.
I totally get that. I would just cut like half of this. I would do the first two sentences. Like I'm a fan of just like subcopy should be as short as humanly possible because
Right.
people
And
don't
also
people
could be
don't read.
like you could take this paragraph and turn it into bullet points. And
Yes, that would be great, actually.
yeah, with icons, right? Like
Yes, 80% EV charging done at home charging, yeah, that would
yeah.
be, and it's all
But
centered. It's centered.
it's
Yeah,
all
I
center
can't.
aligned, right? That's also like a no-no, right? Especially like a big paragraph of text.
Yeah, you really want
Um,
things left aligned when you can.
yeah, it's interesting that they have to mention like Tesla by name on their electric car email ad.
Yeah, including
That
Tesla.
you'll be able to charge anywhere you can charge a Tesla. Like that is
Yeah, are they allowed to do that?
no, I'm sure they're paying for it. I mean, like uh,
Yeah,
it will help them sell more of these cars. You know what I mean? Because that's like one of the biggest fears of buying electric is that I'll get stuck somewhere with nowhere to charge.
totally.
So yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
And then learn more
We're
again.
not done yet. Yeah, we got a lot. ZDX reservations. Okay, so yeah, they're selling the car. Like now, secure
Yeah.
early 325-mile range. Okay, I mean it is what it is.
But this is a strong call to action here. Get early access. Like this needs to be
Good.
higher up,
Uh-huh. Like that's much better than your learn more.
Yes, I would much rather click on this. Yeah, I think this is kind of the point of the email, and this is, way down. Are people going to even get to this? I'd be curious to know if people click down here.
Yeah, I'm hating that all this is an image. Like this whole thing.
That is crazy. Yeah.
It is. Wow, they are all over.
They are very social. That is another question. Like, do you need to put every single social platform you're on? I don't think so. Like, put the ones you're most
I
active
mean,
on.
I mean, is Acura, you know what I mean? Like we're usually working with like, smaller brands than Acura.
Right, right. But like
So
Acura, right? But
we
like
don't normally
Acura
have
on
the capacity
Pinterest,
to be active on every platform, but maybe Acura does have that capacity or pays the company that does their marketing
right?
to cover all these, all of these.
But like
Um,
Pinterest, really?
Pinterest,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we
a
got
lot.
Pinterest, Snapchat.
Oh my gosh,
Um,
it's a little much.
yeah, yeah. Well, good
Yeah.
job. All right, I think we could wrap this one up.
Where's
But
the
yeah, this was a fun one. Cars are fun, and this video is it's powerful.
I like it.
This
I love a
it's
GIF
an
at the top.
experience, like it's experiential. You get into this email, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, and that it's full width. I think it's important to note like that GIF fills up the width of the email. So it looks really beautiful.
Yeah, and we're looking at actually now at expanded width. Like I'm zoomed in, so
Mm,
yeah, but like it's even higher definition. At normal 600 pixels.
I love it.
All
All
right.
right, what do we got?
All right, here we go. Let's present. All right, so looking at a
Ooh,
Red Bull.
okay.
This is an email. Because
Red Bull Racing.
right,
Oh,
I love
wow.
that they use this like full width background.
Okay, this is interesting. Wow.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Okay. First of all, I'm trying to figure out what it is. So I know it's Red Bull Racing. What is Suzuka? I have no idea.
Yeah,
Getting
I
back on
also
track.
here I'll find out what these things do. Oh wow. Corners 16, 17, another prime overtaking passing through the flat. Slipstream all the way to this tight 80-mile-an-hour second gear chicane. I'm probably destroying this text.
Okay.
If you don't pass
No.
here, make sure to get a good exit and run through T18 to set up a move down the main straight and into T1. All right, I think what we're supposed to understand here is Suzuka is a race.
Oh, okay.
And when you click, like these clicks, I guess, are on different parts of the race.
Wow.
And
Okay.
and and it talks about it. But I wonder how this.
And it pops up.
And it pops like that. But I wonder.
Wow.
Like, oh, first of all, like, where does this work? Like, does this work in Gmail? Does this
Oh my
work
God.
only on Apple? Like,
Yeah, I've never seen that. So that's a GIF at the top, obviously, but super
right.
interactive.
I don't know how I get out of this. Like, okay, there we go. That was not
I would
straightforward.
love to see if this works. This is
Yeah, I imagine it's also not easy because, like, generally, like, every link in an email is, target blank, meaning it's going to open a new tab.
yeah.
So how
are they? Is it
it
AMP?
might be JavaScript? Like, what are they doing? Oh, there's the X.
Yeah,
Find that.
it's some sort of interactive. I don't know if it's AMP for email. I don't know
Could
what
be
they're using
No,
here.
I think it's probably like a checkbox. I mean, if we had Mark Robbins on, he could tell us like what's going on here. He's incredible.
It's super cool.
And I guess if you're a Red Bull like, we're not Red Bull racing fans. Full disclosure.
Yeah. FYI. Yeah.
This has come up a lot lately in these reviews. Like if we were fans, then that'd be a little better. But yeah, I'm zooming in.
Yeah. And very cool that they have the
way
top
zoomed in.
Wow, yeah. So it's honestly it's kind of busy with that background. Because I think the main part here is the course with the interactive elements. Like, I would almost have a plain black background so that can really pop. So that
but it's not supposed to be like that. Like, this is the real width. So like the background image is really like out of the way, except like the little bit the Ferris wheel is hitting the text over there.
It's true. And that font, the Suzuka font, is a little hard. Like, I'm like, what does that say? It's a little hard to read.
Oh yeah, it's a fun font.
But amazing interactive email.
Yeah, I'm also really liking the whole background situation. Like,
I mean, it's really cool. It's really cool. It's definitely shows what this is.
Right. They also put stripes in here, like treads. I don't know if it's treads or just. Do you see that? Like
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Like, but
I will say, like, their text is all centered again, and it's really small.
At least it's broken up. At least it's like a little, small paragraph, small paragraph, small paragraph. Like,
exactly.
I hate this. Like this, there's only one way to find out. Like, just put that in the next line.
Yeah. None of that wrapping.
Yeah, and
then a nice bright red button that really stands out. So that's great.
Right.
Yeah, and I wonder if the clicks on the map up top, I wonder if those are tracked as clicks. Since
they're really
probably
busy with that gifting, and there's also a hover effect, or is there? I don't know. There's something weird going on.
It's so cool.
All right, then you got your times. All right, this is it's in a while. I think talking about September.
Yeah. That's great. And then
I think there's a weather here. I think it's supposed to tell you the weather, but we're talking about in a very long time.
Oh, okay.
So maybe, but when is this getting sent? I don't know. It's a little bit confusing, this one.
Yeah, we're missing some sort of section there.
Right. Like but if it's supposed to be, there is some. Like, there is some piece of content here that like didn't load, or maybe I'll do a refresh just to check.
And maybe that populates, once they send it, it could be something where it's not populating in this preview.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, you know what? That's probably right. Like.
But how cool that they can include the weather, like a weather.
Right.
Option.
Well, is it in where you are? Like, I mean, like, I wonder how this whole weather widget works.
Yeah. And then a beautiful quote graphic. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like how it's slanted too. That's really cool.
Yeah, as a designer, you were all over that.
It's not just like a straight line. It's
it's got like this zigzag, even with that little like double border thing going on. I don't know what you call that, but that looks really well done. The shadows on the face.
Yeah, and like the fun, I mean, it's fun, like the yellow and the reds and the blues, like it definitely, the branding is spot on.
It's spot on. Yeah. Speed art, velocity series, like
Velocity.
what?
Oh, and then another interactive.
No.
Ooh, a little drop down
But the
to.
GIF, yeah, this image is broken. I mean, and maybe it
Oh.
stopped hosting or they deleted it. I don't know what they did.
This is why, like, if you get too fancy, you don't need to get that fancy. Like, they don't need to have a
That's what
drop down
happens.
here. Yeah, you got to be careful. But I mean, very cool. You don't see click and drop down very often.
Yeah, but it's a shame because like we're trying to review this email and we're missing like a lot of pieces.
Yes, but that is a great
Sorry, Red Bull.
example. Red
You're not
Bull,
going to
you
win the
gotta,
emoji, I think. It's safe to
oh,
say.
gotta test your emails. Come on. And then yeah, nice footer. I like the divider there. The social
Yeah.
icons are like really spread out. I wonder how that looks on mobile.
Oh, if they come together.
Yeah, I'm sure they rendered it for mobile. I feel like they would do that.
Look at it's so interesting how they put all their sponsors here. Like
I know. I'm
this,
like, I can't see. I can see Visa, but I can't see any of the other ones. It's interesting.
right. I mean, yeah. Wow. Yeah,
Those are
even
really small.
Heineken is like so tiny.
Oh my
Like this
gosh.
is super like zoomed in and it's super tiny.
Yeah.
I mean that Armor All, it's like almost impossible to see some of these things.
Yeah. Wild. But a
yeah,
nice footer.
This was pretty, yeah.
Yeah, this is very very advanced, very you don't see a lot of interactive emails out there, so pretty amazing that they're doing this.
Yeah, good job, Red Bull guys. All right. We're on to the next one. Okay, we're looking at this. Wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong, I'm sharing the
Oh,
wrong
I
thing.
love their emails. I love Graza's.
Oh yeah, I never heard of this brand.
Oh my gosh, they have some crazy cool emails.
Really?
Yeah. Like really bright, that their green color. They have some that are just really, really cool.
It's olive oil? I mean, that's what it looks like.
Uh-huh.
All right. Good job.
Yeah, so they always.
I'm liking. I mean, you go first.
No, you tell me.
All right. Well, there's nothing there's no header. Like there's just on this image they put the brand. Like this, that link's probably to the homepage. And then yeah, there's just real text, which we love. Perfect. And I also love the pairing, the font pairing. Like, well done.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, that's good design. Like, it's the kind of thing I have to look up. I don't know. Why will look good with that, you know? But
well, I'm a huge fan of really.
The only sad thing is it's not real. I mean, I can't know for sure, but I think it's not real text.
Yeah, well, the tree is a giveaway. That illustration, that is definitely a graphic right there because it overlaps.
Right.
But I would hope there's live text in here, please.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like maybe it is. Like we'd have to ask Andrew like how this thing works on his website.
The buttons definitely are not.
No, I'm jumping through the whole thing. But let's assume it's real text, like because it's just not nice. Like if it is, yeah. So we'll pretend it's real text. So what's a harvest date? Like this is good content. Like I use olive oil. Like you know, like I assume it's something you see on the bottle, like harvest dates. Like what does that mean? What is extra virgin? It seems like even the grossest looking olive oil says extra virgin olive oil on it.
Yeah. Yeah. What even is that?
Does it even mean anything? How many olives does it take to make a bottle?
Yeah. But see how short it is? See how short that text? I love that they kept it like 3 lines. You don't need more than that, you know?
Yeah, it's well done. Like, yeah, absolutely. Like it's good marketing. It's very good marketing.
And I'm a huge fan of the really large headline there, the lowdown on our labels. Like it is huge. That's big. And but it works.
Yeah, it definitely works. Also, this little GIF is like so cute.
Yeah.
It's not really doing much, but it is drawing you down. Like you get to hear and you're like, oh,
It's the movement. It's any sort. I think people forget that like a GIF in an email does not just have to be like the main image. Like you can animate even your logo in the footer. Like you can animate just something
Right.
like
It's
that.
so
Like
cute.
just
I mean,
something
like if
small.
you follow Action Rocket,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
that little like, yeah,
Rocket.
that's so great. Like you love it. It's so easy.
My talk at Litmus Live was actually about that. Was about their footer.
Oh, footers.
Um, yeah, and I started with Action Rocket's footer because it's brilliant with the rocket and it's just great.
Yeah. Did you talk about the moose jaw one that I sent you?
I may have actually. I think that was in there.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
because
love
it
that.
had a
They have
little
the giraffe link, like
yes,
here's
the
a baby
Easter egg down
giraffe.
in yes.
They're
Brilliant.
fabulous. They really are. So this is just great. I mean, obviously they have great imagery, but I mean, from a
Yeah.
design perspective, that the image is on top of the frame.
Yeah. So they're overlapping and it's such a small thing, but it really makes a big difference. Like just
It
that
makes it
arrow
pop
going.
like crazy. Like this is like on, I can grab them. Like they're right there.
So that is so cool. It's such a small thing, but you can tell they have a designer doing this.
Good job. Well, even like the way this text is, it's like,
Hmm.
yeah, they have a real designer working here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
like I could get like one of these things down. Can I get all these things happening? No.
And what's interesting though is like when you have a graphic designer doing an email, that's amazing, but they don't always know the best practices of email marketing. So you really need someone that also understands deliverability and email marketing. So I've worked with a lot of people who just want a great design, and I'm like, but you have to understand the technical aspects of that.
Right, 100%. Yeah, like I was talking to a brand this week that is looking for like an audit and like ways to improve it, and he told me straight out, like, there's a graphic designer, she does the email. That's it.
It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. And they're there for design. They're not there to understand how an email functions.
Right. I could say for that brand, undisclosed, but like it's all images because she's a designer, not an email
Ugh,
person.
that's
Yeah, but
that's the issue.
I'd like be curious to see what this, Graza's website looks like, because like this is just great. Like
Yeah, their
this,
emails are amazing.
yeah. So Graza's extra virgin olive oil made from just olives. And did you know that olives are a fruit? The whole extra virgin thing, that means the oil is cold pressed without any chemicals or heat. Nope, pure does not mean extra virgin. Pure does extra light. It's only extra virgin when it says extra virgin. Why extra virgin? Less processing, way more heart healthy antioxidants and good stuff.
I mean, so they're literally giving like they're teaching you something here. Like this is more than just like, hey, buy our olive oil. Like, hey, let's like fill people in on like what is this? I love
Yeah,
it.
I would make this like part of their welcome series if it isn't, like,
Yes.
I mean, it should be on their website and then it turned into an email, I imagine.
Yeah, this would be
But it's
great.
great. It's
Look at
great
that
stuff.
GIF.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
That's amazing.
Right for the picking. Drizzles harvested in October. Yeah, that's interesting.
And
They're harvested here in October. It's also,
yeah,
the season where they harvest olives. I've never seen an olive tree in America. Like, do they have olive trees?
they're
Like,
in California. California olive oil is very big.
oh yeah, okay.
It's,
California's got almonds. It's basically Mediterranean. Like
it's
olives, grapes,
totally
and
wine. Lots of wine.
wine. Yeah, it's like Italy over there. Anyway,
Yep.
oh, it's a
Yeah,
sizzle.
and the
Wait,
nice
so they have drizzle
highlighting.
and sizzle. All right.
That's so funny. I like that.
Yeah, and they're two different color labels. Like, so they're showing you that it's just greatly
Yeah.
done.
And kind of like this like neon, it's almost like a neon green. I like it a lot.
Yeah, no, they did a really good job. Tell me
And then
more.
the buttons though, the buttons, are they images? Are they because obviously that is a
Yeah, I
design.
mean, this whole panel is an image, including the button. This entire thing from here, this whole thing is one image.
Kills me. It
It's a
kills me
little
because like if you have your images turned off, like you're not going to see this incredible email. And
Right.
it kills me because I'm out with my phone a lot and I'll be somewhere with like not great cell service and I would miss the entire email and I'd just go to the next one if this didn't load. So it's just
Oh yeah,
bad.
no, 100%. I mean, I've talked about this a lot. We had a good talk with, obviously, like, a lot of people in the community are very passionate about this.
Uh,
Yourself, I mean, you just posted about this on LinkedIn like
yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, and it's a problem because you just see it over and over from all these brands. And yes, it's gorgeous, and I wish this would work. Like I wish it worked, but it's you
Right.
got to know how things work technically in the inbox.
But even not, you know what I mean? Like, even, like, I feel like what's going on is like you have a lot of like agencies that just, they're busy and they're under a lot of pressure to like pop out a lot of emails. So it's just email, chop chop, and throw it into MailChimp or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Because I've seen like two column designs that are one image and it's two columns. It's like,
that's crazy.
ah,
Yeah, it's
but
crazy.
we're gonna pretend this isn't really just images. It's just
Yeah,
this, like,
it is beautiful.
Andrew took a big screenshot and now we're looking at the screenshot. But in real life, it's
Yeah,
not like that.
I mean it's gorgeous. Like I love this email. Um, it's so fun. It's just fun. It's giving
It's fun.
value.
Yeah, it makes me want to have olive oil. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it makes you want to order. And this brand became so like trendy,
oh,
Graza.
really?
Yeah, and I think because their emails are just so cool and so fun.
I think
Yeah,
we're gonna see more and more of that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's not. I guess it's hard. Like creating a brand that has a consistent, like, fun, or at least interesting personality. Like,
yeah,
this is fun.
so fun,
And
punchy. Yeah,
yeah, I'm thinking of Serial, who,
mad.
yeah, Simon Harper, who you turned me on to. He
Yeah,
introduced me to Serial. They're
yeah,
nuts. Like, their emails are fabulous.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. So sizzle's
It
really for
looks.
cooking and drizzles for salad.
I love it.
Or on ice cream, really. Um, don't know about olive oil
Really?
on ice cream. I'd rather
No.
have Hershey's chocolate syrup.
Yeah, no, no, no.
Um,
See
yeah.
more, and then another GIF
Another
for all
GIF,
about.
always fried, never blended, always fresh. Okay.
I
No,
mean, this is
100%.
long. It's long. They don't need all this. They don't need all these sections. Like they could have stopped right there. Like they don't need to keep going.
Right. How many
Yeah,
takes? About 4,000 olives to create a bottle
that's crazy.
and 5,000 to make the drizzle one.
Look at all those exclamation points. They're like
Yeah.
5,000, which is
That's a
funny
lot of
because
them.
it's like a friend is talking to you. It's fun.
Right. I finally got to the shop now, and there you are, drizzling olive oil on your ice cream.
Now that you've gotten the label lowdown, go buy some. That's cool. And that image
Yeah,
is great. Uh,
it really is.
beautiful,
Squeezable.
beautiful email.
Oh, it's interesting. It's in a squeeze bottle? Ah, it's
Hmm.
in a squeeze bottle. It's like part of
Yeah,
their whole thing.
yeah. I think maybe
That
that's why
is
that's so
so
cool.
interesting. Yeah, like here in Israel, full disclosure, like you
Yeah,
never see olive oil not in a glass.
glass bottle. Yeah, yeah. No,
Glass bottle. It's got to be in a glass bottle. Like, it
yeah,
will be bad. There's a good reason
exactly.
why it's in a dark glass bottle.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know. People love it.
all right.
Squeezable.
Well, yeah, great job, Graza. I think you're the winner of the day, honestly.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. As
It
long as
really,
it loads, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there it is.
Awesome. I love it. I'm gonna try it
Yeah.
actually, and I'll let you know.
Extra, yeah, good job on the subject line also. Extra virgin, extra tasty.
I love that.
But I wonder what they did on the pre-header. Like, because, I mean, I don't
Mm.
know how often they're emailing, but like, there's nothing here that tells me like what is extra virgin. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what is this email about? Like, so I hope
Yeah.
they paired
You
that
should.
with, like, what is extra virgin anyway? Like,
Yeah.
like something.
I bet their preview text was along that lines. Um,
Yeah. Is
in
it,
all
or is
caps.
it
Wow.
really? Like, is it really? You know, like I'm sure they did a good
Really?
job because they did such a damn good job with this email.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yeah, I'm impressed. So thank you, Andrew King, and thank
Yeah.
you, Emily Ryan. This has been a blast, really.
Yay. Well, thank you. This was, yeah, super fun. It's always good to look at what people are doing out there.
Yeah, and you've come such a long way since we last spoke because you've been on Litmus Live, you've been at a bunch of conferences, been quoted by the Wall Street Journal. You're all
Maybe
over
it
the
was
place.
all because I was on your podcast. That's why.
Absolutely, I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to end the recording here.